Hi, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm back with another video and I wanted to do a part 2 of the reading I did yesterday. Yesterday I spoke about the group that it's almost as if they have one leg in each camp. You know, they have gone back to their root. It's like they've gone back in time. They have started the process of restoring themselves, but it's almost as if their other leg is still kind of, in a sense, stuck or connected to their old persona, their old ego, to society, maybe to the friends that they used to have back in the day, is what I'm hearing. And so that's the reading I did yesterday. Today I want to do a reading for a different group of people, and these are people that they've also gone back to the root, but it almost feels like they have finally, is actually what I'm hearing, fully let go of their old self. It's like they are, you know, I'm hearing the death process has ended, or it's like they've reached this 0 point, is what it feels like within their process of transformation, their process of death. And so right now they exist kind of in this nothingness. And the image that I'm getting is actually the image of goddess Hel. For those of you that are into Norse mythology, you might know about her. But how I'm seeing her right now is that, you know, she's split in half. It's like her right side is this skeleton. You know, it's nothing, there's no meat left on it, no flesh left on it. It's almost like the energies of the dark earth has fully digested it, that side of her. But then her other side is starting to take form and kind of come into this beautiful maiden energy. And it's like a glowy, feminine form that is starting to kind of be built. That's what I'm feeling. And it feels like I'm getting that feeling of Cinderella again, the story of Cinderella, you know, when the birds and the elements around her starts helping her create her dress. You know, that's kind of the feeling that I'm getting, that this new part of goddess Hel, the maiden energy, is very much created by I'm actually hearing natural forces, but I was gonna say synchronicity, but I guess then natural forces is more correct. So that's what I'm feeling. So I think that if you resonate with being in this group, wow, you have an exciting time ahead of you. I feel it's like, I feel like you're really walking into the unknown, like you don't know what's gonna happen. But I'm hearing now is when the restoration begins. Like now is when it's like the fun things begin. It's like you've been doing all of this demolishing work, or rather, it's like you have been demolished by these dark forces of the earth. And now is when you're gonna be built back up again. That's what I'm feeling. So I love it. Let's pull a card as well for from the shaman deck for the shaman. Interesting. So maybe some of you, it's like you're shamans now. I feel like for some of you, you can walk freely in and out of Hel, you know, the realm of goddess Hel. And I've spoken about this a few times on my channel, but what is interesting with Hel in Norse mythology is that unlike the Christian Hel, there are no flames there. You know, it's not hot, it's ice cold, it's frozen. And the myth is that Hel is the place that it's like all the lost souls go. You know, when people aren't able to give themselves value, then these lost parts of themselves, these lost inner children that their egos are rejecting, they go down to goddess Hel and she keeps them there. frozen inside her realm. And so that is also part of the work of the root. It's kind of to go back and, in a sense, reclaim or just, recreate healthy bonds with these lost parts of ourselves. And so Goddess Hell is a guide that can be very good for doing that type of work. She's not gonna take your bullshit though. That's the thing. If you're humble, Goddess Hell is kind of like a mother energy. If you're arrogant, you're not gonna like her. That's the thing. So, okay, let's pull a card now. Also, standstill coming through. So maybe you're feeling right now yeah, that's another thing that's important to mention actually with the Goddess Hell. Like I said, it's winter. She rules the force of winter. And so when we enter into her realm, we hit this standstill. It's like our lives slow all the way down until it's like we're completely still. Until we have nothing left almost. That's the feeling. It's like so some of you might be going into that right now, or you might be coming out of that right now. Let's see if there's anything else here. Yeah, I'm just feeling like, there is a lot of love here for this group. And also I'm feeling like the energy of the Goddess Hell, that it's almost like she's saying to this group, the people in this group, that you are my beloveds. It's a very tender feeling actually that has been established within this very deep and dark force. And the people in this group, it's very moving actually, touching, beautiful. It's like they have created a sense of warmth within all of this frozenness. Okay, cards flying out. Wow, and then thunder underneath the deck. This is also interesting because these bulls with the train right there, it sounds kind of like spooky a little bit, but it's like interesting because these bulls are running to the left, and the path of going back to the root, going back into the dark, that is the left-handed path. It's a path that no teacher can really guide you on this path. You're on your own. No one can guide you because no one is present in your body the way that you are. If you want to be kind of this individual, like that you have boundaries, then no one should be present in your body the way that you are. So that's something for some of you. I'm feeling that for some of you, maybe watching this, maybe you are like on the verge of kind of like joining this group and going really deeper into the root and understanding more about this type of work. If that resonates, if you feel like you haven't fully gone through that true depth yet, then boundaries, I feel, are important to think about, like boundaries with other people. Start becoming your own guide as well. Start becoming your own teacher. That's what I'm feeling for some of you. Let's look at these cards here. Yeah, seer. So for some of you, learning how to see for yourself has been such a huge part of being able to go this deep into the shadow of the earth. And if you're thinking about walking this path, this left-handed path, awakening your ability to see is super important. And again, I'm reminded about the raven from yesterday's reading. The raven can help you to see. You know, the crow is also important. It is what builds your mind in a way, you know, you learning how to digest things. But then when we've done that for a while, in my experience, it's like the raven will show up. And there's something about shaman there. There's a link that when you're really starting to awaken your like shaman abilities, that's kind of when the raven comes, I guess. But there's another message here, and this is for people that you have been in the root, and I was actually hearing you have been stuck in the root for a long time. Now I feel like you're reaching a point where it's almost as if you have, um, it's like your feet are planted. Your feet have become like roots, and they are planted like 100 years back in time, is almost what I'm seeing it as. And so you have become very tall in a sense, in an energetic sense. It's like you've grown energetically. It's like you're how can I explain this? Your home, you can read these energies of, let's say, the past 100 years, um, like the back of your hand. Is that the saying? But it's something that's very familiar to you. So it's almost like this is your home base now. Your home base, your comfort zone has expanded a lot. It's like your root has grown. And so you're comfortable actually with a lot of these dark energies. It's home to you. Yet you don't bow down to them. And that's what I'm feeling now, that is going to really shift for you, if this resonates, is that once you reach that point of grounding back in time, like back to your grandparents' time, you can start to show the dark energies that exist from there, you know, the unhealed energies that exist in that realm. You can start to return them to heaven. And I'm seeing that image of the magician in the Rider-Waite, you know, where he's pointing like up and down. There is something about that you're showing these dark, disembodied energies that represent the shadow of, you know, your land, your culture, your family's karma, your bloodline's karma. And you it's almost like you send them back home, you send them to heaven, you know, energy of restoration. And when you're able to do that, it's like suddenly there will be peace around you. Like you won't feel burdened anymore. I'm hearing you will feel right at home. Like that's when you will really feel that your comfort zone has just expanded so much. And in a sense, I think that this may even, you may feel like you've suddenly gotten like 100 years older. Like it may feel like it ages you a little bit, in the sense that you're just going to be so much more calm, comfortable, being so much more slow moving, you know, again, just observing how the elements are moving around you, you know, like I spoke about with, you know, these elemental forces or synchronicities kind of creating the dress of Cinderella, or in this case creating the new face of hell. That's what I'm feeling, that you're just, it's almost like you've been planted to earth. You're not up in the sky anymore, you're here present on earth. And now it's like a lot of forces are kind of collaborating in order to create your new face somehow. It's very interesting. So that's what I'm feeling for this group. Wow. The other cards, water came through. So I'm just feeling that you're connecting to new sources now. That it's almost like when you're able to, in a sense, return these dark energies home, it's almost like a veil is going to lift from your third eye, and you're just going to start to see so much more clearly. That's what I'm feeling. You're going to start to see so much more clearly. and you're gonna be able to connect to some new sources that are, it's gonna, you know, feed you new vibes, new vibrations, new feelings that are gonna fill this empty space of yours up. Yeah, I'm just seeing this as very, very abundant change that's happening for you. Very, very welcome is what it feels like. But then there's this final card, Andean cross in reverse. If you look at the symbol, it doesn't really matter. Oh yeah, if it's in reverse or not. When I was walking to this place to do the reading, I was kind of asking, you know, what should I do? Where should I go? Like, what's the guidance? And then the message that I got is what's like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anymore. It's like, yeah, it's almost, and I feel like this, that's also for this reading, that it's like for this group of people, you've reached this point in your journey where it's like you're in a window now where it doesn't matter what you do actually. It's almost like you cannot go off path anymore. It's almost that feeling, because it's like it's impossible for you. It's like you wouldn't be able to. It's like your inner water, your feelings, it's gonna be, you wouldn't be able to. It would feel completely off to do so. You just wouldn't do it. That's what I'm feeling. And so now for this group, actually, what it's just more about like, do what you please. You know, do what you please. That's what I'm feeling. And I'm also hearing, take a chill pill. And just do what you please. Enjoy yourself. Because you deserved it. Because you deserve it. That's what I'm hearing. Cool. Let's also pull one card, tarot card, from the Hermetic Tarot. So I feel like, nah, let's pull one first without really directing anything here. Let's see what comes through. Interesting. Ooh, underneath the deck, Two of Cups in reverse. And then we have the Three of Wands in reverse. For some of you, I feel like you're no longer gonna wait. Actually, with the Three of Wands in reverse and the Two of Cups in reverse. Yeah, I feel like you're no longer gonna wait, because behind Two of Cups in reverse was actually the Seven of Swords. And it says Lord of Unstable Efforts. And so I feel like you're no longer gonna wait around for people that don't really have will within their being. That's what I'm feeling. And this is part of a larger theme that's happening here on Earth now, that there is a separation between people that they do have personal will. You know, they do have a desire, they do have some drive. They want to experience things in their lives. But then there are also people that they're not connected to their will yet, you know, and so they don't, when they're served these choice points through their subconscious or anything, there is no desire within them to actually become more conscious. And so they just keep repeating old patterns. And so I feel like for some of you, you're no longer waiting around for these people. It's like you're no longer actually holding space within you for them. It's like you're surrendering them to the earth and to their higher selves. And you're just like, I wish you all the best, but I'm gonna continue on my path now. I'm hearing, I want to live my life. And there was also one more card here. That was the Three of Cups. So I actually feel that this choice to let go of those people is like, if these people have just like a small flame inside of them, if they have the potential to start to walk the path of their higher self, you actually choosing to live your life will start to ignite that flame within them. You know, it will ignite the calling within them actually. And so that's what I'm feeling, that, and again, this is part of collective cycles. And so this that I'm reading for now is a group of people. And so when this group of people, they start to choose themselves, they start to choose their own higher self, you know, which is really very much about the Hermetic Tarot, you know, being connected, being bonded only to our higher self, so that we live our life. You know, we don't live in codependency where we're constantly kind of like holding space for each other, you know, giving each other energy, draining each other's energy all the time. It's a more individualized experience where it's like it's you with you. And it doesn't mean that we can still not have relationships, but it's only possible, I feel, with this new state to have relationships if both people have actually chosen their soul, their higher self, the highest good of all, and are willing to let go of that you know, kind of like the old masculine energy of just wanting to have our desires fulfilled immediately, being very driven by our desire and not really connected to the highest good of all, not really seeing the emotional body, the emotional space at all, just seeing the fire and like the inner narrative and the desire and the goal and all of those things. And so I do feel this group of people, they are igniting shifts here on Earth. It's like they're moving evolution forward. And so I would say, if you resonate with being in this group, you know what to do. You know, it's like you can't go off your path right now because you're so connected to the water realm, you know, to your inner ocean. You feel what is the right path. Three of Cups, though, that's a beautiful energy. Really rewards coming your way. So yeah, I'm excited for you. Hope you enjoy this reading. Bye.